I would say has nothing to do with what goal you set.
Yeah.
It has to do with the action plan behind the goal.
Okay, I'm going to write that in.
So you can achieve any goal.
Yeah.
I just had a guy on LinkedIn trying to bash me, saying that I had unreal expectations of things, right? Well, I don't have limitations, and so therefore I don't set realistic goals.
Yeah.
Right? So it's all about the action plan, like the steps that you're going to take to achieve that goal.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay. And that goes into the third method, which is setting your goal based on time. Because everyone wants to tailor their goal because as a society, we think that doing something quicker means we're doing it better and it's more successful. My example for this is super simple, that if you have a frozen pizza, would you rather heat it up and eat it after 5 minutes or wait the full 40 minutes for it to cook through? It's not going to be the same outcome.
Okay, so how is so you got to go into that a little bit, right?
Yeah.
You can't just use a frozen pizza and say it's not. So I would elaborate on the frozen pizza, right?
Yeah.
I put the pizza in the microwave for 5 minutes. Does it taste the same if I bake it on the rack for 30 minutes?
Okay.
You guys all know that pizza on the rack is pretty good.
It's super relatable.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
You just have to paint, like when you're doing oral communication, you have to paint it for everybody in the room. So you probably got half the room that's never had a frozen pizza, which is unbelievable, but it's true.
But yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So if you say, hey, you can bake it in the microwave in 5 minutes or 4 minutes, or you could put it on the shelf in the oven for 25, what's going to taste better?
Yeah.
And you say, man, that crunchy pizza, that nice crust, right? You make them taste the pizza. Okay, what are you going to put on this blank slide?
Nothing. That was just, I don't like starting speeches with this already up here because that's a pretty blunt statement just to have. And I feel like when you start an intro, people focus on that. And I have to start it off with like a personal thing. So on this slide is when I'm talking about my goal of getting an A in the TED Talk. And how that's not possible.
The blank one?
Yes. The blank one is just introducing.
So the blank one, I would put an A.
An A? Okay.
I'll put an A. I'll put an A plus. I might put 100%. Because you're talking about percentages down here.
Yeah. So keep it as a percentage.
Right? So like let's pull up a dang TED Talk and see. So I haven't ever done a TED Talk, right?
Yeah.
So the first thing I'm going to do is do a little research. However, I'm not a pro at giving TED Talks. I am a pro at spitting fire, though. So.
They're very minimalistic.
But see, I feel like they all have backgrounds. Okay, are you gonna cut the music?
Yeah.
Tell me you're gonna cut the music.
We don't do that.
No. Tell me you're gonna cut the music.
You're gonna cut the music.
Tell me.
I'm cutting the music.
Yes.
Do the music.
No, yes you are.
Why?
You have to.
Are you serious?
Yes.
I don't know how to add that in.
What do you mean?
How do I add in the music for that?
Just link to this page.
And just start it off with that?
Yes.
Okay.
How are you not like, we're giving TED Talk, right?
Because no one else has done that.
I'm not no one else.
Okay.
I want 100%, right?
Yeah.
Grace,
music.
you can't sit in my office and not know we're going to do fire.
I'll add the music.
Yes, add the music right now.
I'm just going to pull up the link. What?
We're getting an A. That's it, right there.
Yeah.
Boom. Yeah.
Hello.
That's fine.
I'm nervous.
Look,
What?
there's no such thing as nervousness.
Yes, there is.
Just be prepared and you'll do fine. Drink some tea before you go.
No, I gotta get this coffee out of
No, you need more. You need more.
I don't, because then I stand up and I talk way too fast.
Okay.
Happens all the time. All right. So I'm gonna start out. I don't have to explain to you. You want me to just do it? Just go?
Just go a little bit.
All right. So I'm gonna say, I had a really hard time coming up with a subject matter for this TED Talk today.
Nope.
What?
Because we don't have time to waste in TED Talks.
Okay.
I don't need an explanation. Just give me the why.
So I'm gonna. Okay. Let me think really quick.
I'm about to get 100% on this TED Talk. And here's why.
Okay.
Right? Or maybe I don't even say I'm about to give you 100% of goodness. I'm about to give you a world-class TED Talk. Because we know we're giving a TED Talk, because that's what we're giving, so we don't even have to reference that. But I don't want to reference the grade either, because I want to be able to turn it into a TED Talk.
Yeah.
So it might be something like, hey, I'm going to show you how to get 100%.
What if I just get rid of this slide and go right into this and start with, how many of you have set goals in your life? How do you feel when you obtain those goals?
Perfect.
What about when you fail?
Perfect.
I'm just going to get rid of this one.
Perfect.
Okay. I'm going to say out of that number, that means 8 people out of 100 are going to be successful. 4 out of 50. And I'm sorry, but only 1.6 out of us in this room are going to be happy when we achieve our goals.
So just make it 1.
1. Okay.
Or 2, right? Whatever you want to do.
Make it 2.
Make it 2, right? Just say, so you're not talking about points.
Yeah.
2 of us, because there's no such thing as a 0.6 person.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to say, with this number so small, why is that happening? Why are we setting ourselves up for failure? So there's 3 main ways that I think people tailor their goals.
No thinking, there are.
There are 3 main ways that people tailor their goals. So I'm going to give you an easy example. You have a frozen pizza, right? You want to eat it. Are you going to put it in the microwave for 3 minutes and have a cold pizza come out that you can't eat?
So I wouldn't say cold.
Yeah.
Are you going to microwave it for 3 minutes and have a hot, soggy pizza?
Okay. Or are you going to put it on the rack for 25 minutes and have a nice, warm, crunchy pizza come out?
Maybe not crunchy. Tasty.
Tasty? Okay, so which one would you rather eat? That's deciding how long you want to take. Okay. So, how many of you have ever set a goal in your life before? And what does it feel like when you achieve that goal? You feel good, you feel successful, you feel motivated. But let me flip it. What happens when you fail at that goal? How does failure make you feel? You feel saddened, you feel not accomplished, and you lose your self-confidence. I'm not saying that your successes don't count, but what I'm trying to say is that when you fail, it's not because your goals aren't achievable, it's because you're not setting the right goals. You're not setting goals and setting up a plan to help you achieve them. So, 92%. That's a good number, right? 92% an A in a class. Who wouldn't want that? Well, according to the University of Scranton research, 92% of people fail at achieving their goals. 92. That means that only 8% of people are achieving them. So who is that 8%? That is 8 out of 100 people. That's 4 out of 50. And out of the 20 people sitting in this room, only 2 of us will be achieving our goals. And why is that? Because we set our own goals for ourselves. So how could we not achieve them? People tailor their goals 3 ways. And what I want to start with you is I call the downward sloping method. So imagine that you're at the base of a hill. And at the top of the hill is $20. How likely are you to walk up that hill to get the $20? You might do it, you might not. But what if I put you at the top of that hill and the money's at the bottom and you could easily just waddle your way down and grab that $20? Because we do this when we set our goals. We set goals that we can just coast through to success. And it's an easier method. And that leads to the second one, that's you have an easy option, you have a hard one. And my example for you is working out. I could run a quick 1 mile and I could call that a workout and I could be fine with it because I achieved my 1 mile. Or I could run 3 miles and I could be more sweaty and more tired and more out of breath. But I've achieved a goal that's 3 times my original one just by putting a little more work. And it took a little more time. And that's the third option, because in our society, people set goals based on the time it takes to achieve them. So when you're setting a goal, people think the quicker you achieve it, the more efficient it is and the better the goal is. But if you're tailoring your goals with this, you're setting too soft of goals, because when you do achieve them, you're not satisfied. You feel in your head that you could have done more.